You got the memo about it being 75 degrees out. I've been waiting for this.
Right, remember I told y'all we have our first fan? This fan from the Netherlands emailed us that she's gonna be in the US in Dallas at an internship. Could she come hang out with us for the day? And so she's here right now. She's meeting us in the courtyard. I guess she'll just hang out with us and, she wants to learn American business, I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know the degree to which we can help with that, but we'll try.
Dumb money is what it's all about.
For future reference, fans can't just show up every day.
I'm just so excited that we actually have our first fan. This is amazing.
Our life is too unorganized. We don't have the capacity to handle people dropping into the chaotic days. Ivanka is her name? Ivana? Chris. This is Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Ivana.
Jordan.
Ivana. Nice to meet you.
We know very little about the company we're meeting with today called Chipper. You know Acorns? You ever heard of the company Acorns? Basically, they allow you to, every time you spend money on your credit card, they round up to $1? Is that how it works? Mm-hmm. And it goes into an ETF and it allows you to invest money without thinking about it because you're constantly putting like 60 cents or 20 cents in this account that's growing. Same exact thing, but for college students trying to save up to repay their college debt. So this is good that you came today because you were in college recently, I assume?
Yes.
Are you still in college?
I'm still in college.
Perfect. You have college debt?
Yes.
How does
You
it
literally
work
came
in
to
the
the perfect day.
Netherlands? So how does it work in the Netherlands?
You either loan for the government or you get a partial scholarship.
And how long does it take typically to pay off your debt?
Usually about 10 years, but it's 0 interest in the Netherlands,
Oh.
so that's nice.
Okay, so if you could, every time you swipe your credit card, if it would round it up to the next dollar and that money went towards paying back your college debt?
Oh, that would be great. No, that would be great.
Okay, well, first thumbs up, I guess, on this company. So let's go meet Chipper. There's a proven model on Acorns, valued at almost $1 billion now. And they basically just round up every credit card transaction you do to the next dollar, and then it goes into a savings account where it goes into an ETF and gets invested. And it's a way for people that don't think about investing normally to invest.
Exactly. Right? It's about getting people in the habit of just doing it. Before starting Chipper, I launched a company called Student Loan Genius, which was the first student loan benefit, where companies could contribute toward your student loan debt. So I know this space really, really well. And so no, we're not just building one feature. 70% of students on campus are coming out with student loan debt, and that number is increasing every single year as tuition continues to skyrocket. And what's really wild is 2/3 of all debt's held by women, and that gap is increasing as well. For good reason, more women are going to school than men, graduating at higher rates, going to grad school at higher rates, but more women coming out with more debt and then making 20% less like when they come into the workforce. I don't think people really understand the long-term implications that's going to have on our economy. There's only 2 solutions right now. One is refinancing. If you qualify, less than 10% of people do, and the other is a student loan benefit, which I created, Student Loan Genius. The market's essentially untapped, right? Almost 90% of people just don't have a solution. How many student loans do you have?
I have one. We get one from the
One?
government.
Okay. Here it's different, where it's not like a mortgage or a car loan where you get one loan. You're getting a loan every semester you're in school. So people are coming out with 12 loans on average and paying 2 or 3 different servicers. And if you've ever been on any of these platforms, it's a pain in the ass to make a payment. And so most people just don't do it. What we're trying to do with Chipper, essentially be the only student loan app you'll ever need. About $1.50 right now per month for our users, but with scale, we can get that down to about 50 cents.
And talk about the other companies that are doing this refinancing of student loans. Is that a huge business?
It's massive.
You could send out an email and say hey, if you stop doing Starbucks, you could pay off your student debt in 3 years.
Or a sponsored ad from Dunkin' Donuts saying if you switch to Dunkin'.
So you nailed it. So we're partnering up with brands, and if you shop at these brands, the brands kick money back toward your student loan.
Yeah. So how do you make money off just your general product though? Are you taking a slice?
We take $2 per month per user.
Service fee.
We're managing now almost, today it's about $144 million in student loan debt. 12% of our users are now coming in through referrals with no incentive. They're just sharing with their friends. We're launching a campus ambassador program this week.
Yeah. Ambassador program, I love them, so tell me about that.
So I poached the head of campus ambassador from Bumble to come over and essentially take what you did at Bumble and duplicate it here.
Why don't they do this as a feature?
If you look at Acorns or any finance app, they make money off AUM. They're an investment company. We're a payments company. Completely different business.
Thank you for swinging by Dallas to see Dumb Money.
Thank you guys for the time.
Thank you very much.
Heading to lunch now, one of our favorites. We're going to have prime rib, talk about Chipper. If you're new around here, we are Dumb Money. We are all about finding interesting opportunities, sharing it with you on YouTube. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you around. We yesterday met with Chipper.
Our special guest yesterday, loved it.
You kept calling the intern Ivanka. I checked the email. Her name's Ivana. She was too nice to correct her.
I sincerely apologize. It was wonderful having you yesterday. No more on-site visits with fans for a long time. It was just too stressful.
It's kind of fun though, and it worked out perfectly for the company we met with. All about consolidating student loans.
It did, and she was amazing, and she helped us validate the idea.
Going into the meeting, was thinking, no way we're going to want to invest in an app that is a feature of another product.
I think it's a good idea. It allows you to track all your debt in one single place. And so, like he was talking about, like when I graduated, I had debt on 3 or 4 different platforms. It was slightly cumbersome. And so just that he's consolidating all that into one platform for you to see.
As a feature, that's really neat. And I like the team.
The most important thing, cost of acquiring a customer. He has below $20, and he can drive it closer to 10, and he can earn that back in 5 to 6 months. Is that scalable?
It's 1/100th of 1% of all the student debt right now. There's definitely a market out there, and he hasn't come close to saturation yet.
We'll probably wait for them to get closer to filling out the $1 million they're trying to raise.
Yeah.
I think we'll put probably what we normally put into a seed.
I think this has an opportunity to be a 10 or 20x type investment. Agreed?
Yes.
If he can fill out the round, we'll top it off. No, we do have one issue with the company.
Yeah.
He has some really strong, maybe billionaire advisors, mentors, investors. We do want to inquire as to why they're not investing more, right? I want that answered before we invest. All right, so we're in on that. What else?
We're trying to close on another investment. You were trying to wire some money, and Wells Fargo said sorry.
I'm already a day late wiring that money. Could not wire it. The bank manager's like, we have a breach at the bank. You can't get money out. ATMs are closed. So I immediately get on Twitter. Sure enough, people can't get their money out of Wells Fargo. Here's what I did. I shorted Wells Fargo, and I think I got in a little bit late. I'm still about even on my trade. I'm gonna exit this probably by end of day. If I was a little bit earlier in the bank that day, I would have discovered the news as it happened. I would have almost doubled my money on that trade in 30 minutes. Part of what's special about what we do is we are always thinking about the opportunity in everything we visually see and experience in our lives.
This is the perfect kind of opportunity. Always be thinking, how can I make money on something that you notice in the world?
We've had a lot of fans asking us, can you teach us how you trade? Can you teach us how you vet companies? This is all coming in 2019.
It's awesome that we're actually helping people think about investing.
Well, I think we put a human face to it, where most of the time it's pretty intimidating.
What we do, anybody can do. It just takes some time and dedication, and we're going to take you through every step of our investment process over the course of the next year. We'll have dedicated episodes. Yeah. They're coming.
We have so much production to do. About a month ago, when we were in Denton, we happened to stumble across that comic book store, and you saw Funko Pops and started talking about it. You made a trade, right?
Yeah, I've been trading Funko Pop since they IPO'd a year and a half ago. Randomly, I'm checking them along with all the things I check every night. Every night I spend about 3 hours scouring social channels, social media. And so I have just hundreds of things that I check and cross-reference, various words I check on Twitter to see if they're trending. And I checked Funko. And they actually have a Funko Pop right now. It's a they just announced a big deal with Nintendo for a line of Pokemon Funko Pops, and is the #1 ranked toy across all of Amazon. Here it is. It's the Funko Pop Bulbasaur Pokemon. That tells me that this Pokemon line at Funko has potential to be the largest collectible line of Funko Pops that the company has ever produced. I am entering into Funko today.
We'll have a trade board on exactly what he did, linked above. You've discovered something before Wall Street. It's been a few weeks since Fixed closed, and one of our other investors is itching to spend some money. I want to go look at what he's thinking of buying.
One of our investment partners from Fix is trying to figure out what to do with all of his new money. Should he keep his Maserati or trade up for a Ferrari? They're both inside the showroom, and we're gonna live through him. Since we never do anything cool with our money, we're gonna try to help him decide what he should do. The choice is obvious to me. I mean, legitimately, if we're gonna pick one car here, this would be it, right? We should be cruising around in this doing our episodes, Dave.
That would be actually amazing.
It'd be fantastic.
We could paint it dumb money green, blue, whatever color.
50 grand. 48.9. We can split that.
I'll split it. We're not buying it. Not today, at least. All right, it's decision time. Should he keep the black Maserati or should he get the red F430 F1 Spider? Your choice. We have a poll up above, and I promise he's going to at least consider the poll results. We're Dumb Money. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.